We're back.
Does seem that way. Visual Studio Code window is with display capture. Window capture doesn't work for it. So we should be good now. I'm going to try to get source tree updated, but we should be able to actually start now. So if that other part shows up on YouTube, I can just delete all of that, and we're actually into it now. All it took was half an hour longer than it needed to.
Great. What a pleasure. Okay, so to explain what's going on here, we are in one of our new story files, and basically this is what an event
Son of a bitch.
Again.
Oh my god, I'm going to kill OBS. We are now. I think if it's in admin mode, it should be good. But yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. Okay. I'm gonna get a soda real quick.
Okay. Okay, so basically these are the events that we're going to be spawning all our heroes with, doing all the other story stuff with. Normally in Empire at War, it looks more like... Let's see if I can pull that up for you guys and show you what the XML version looks like. So... XML. Here, I'll just move this over here so you can see that I'm actually doing something. Data, XML, conquest. Let's go to... I think he said we are doing Arinda, so I'm going to show you the same one, and you can sort of see what's going on with that. Unless those are all converted already. But normally it would look like... Of course, I have all those open here. So this is what the XML version looks like. It's still kind of flexible, but it's not the most flexible thing in the world. So we're basically taking that, which is the XML version, and we're trying to get it over into Lua, which will give us a bit more options for how we do stuff, when we do stuff. It removes some of the limitations, and one of the biggest things with the factions beyond the third is that you can't actually use... I don't want to upgrade. Is that you can't actually use story scripting for factions beyond the third. So the Rebels, Empire, and the Underworld, the ones that are coded like that. So in the mod, that's the Empire, New Republic, and Empire of the Hand. So what this actually lets us do is do most of the things that we can for the other factions in a standardized way. Usually we'd have to do some other kind of Lua workarounds to get heroes to spawn after the start of the GC for the other factions. Whereas with this, we can structure all the events in the same way. The one limitation that still does really exist is that you can't lock and unlock units for those factions, which there's not really a way around at all. But that's usually okay for those factions because they only need so much throughout the eras anyways. But yeah. What are your thoughts on Telltale The Walking Dead? I do not play it or watch The Walking Dead, so I don't really have any. I don't want to get out of here.
Okay, so yeah, XML events were the old way. What you see here is the current old way. So what I tried to do was to copy the XML event system over to Lua, and yeah, but I noticed when I do it like this, we eventually run into the same kind of limitations as the regular XML event system. Yeah, what this block of code here does is we register an event with a name and a condition, and then in this do part, there's stuff that ends up happening when the condition is fulfilled. Yeah, but the new way is to split up the event and the do part. So that lets us, so by defining the event by itself, it lets us attach more than one do part to one event. I hope that made sense.
So basically, instead of when the prerequisite for whatever the event is happens, instead of having to set that up twice and then have a reward tied to each, we can have as many rewards tied to one.
Yeah, we could do that as well before, but it ended up with a lot of code. Instead of just writing a pure Lua function, that makes the whole thing a lot easier.
Tupe or Tupe12 is asking whatever happened to the GC editor thing that you had videos on a couple of years ago. That is still being made. It's just an internal tool right now, and Pox keeps restarting it. So it's.
It was a couple of years ago.
It was last year. It wasn't.
Oh shit! Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually.
I'm waiting for Pox to figure out what language he wants it to stay in, and then eventually he'll get bored of restarting it, and we're good.
We stayed with the same language for a while, but now I just restarted it because I want to learn a new one.
All right. Well, let's do the thing anyway. Here we go.
Okay. Anyway, so let's keep all the code like it is here, and let's call this register empire events. And so this is basically the same function. And so for the new system, I got rid of this first line, store event register event. This event builder can do that by itself now, which saves us a bunch of lines of code. So let's start with the start event like we had in the XML ones.
What percentage soda do you have right now?
I just have like the regular 4.9% soda. I can switch over to 40 if you want.
Well, I was just thinking about getting some 40% soda in a smaller soda cup, and then I'd drink some pop after that.
Okay. Okay, so this is our start event. And let's subscribe to it now. We can do this event.
Don't forget to smash that like button.
Jesus Christ.
Subscribe. And yeah, basically we can do all this now in one function, more or less. So with the new system, we have two ways of subscribing to an event. We can either do a function like this, and here we have like some code, do stuff. The second way is simply the same as before, where we take our custom-made rewards, and I'm just going to copy this. And I'm just going to copy this in here. And I didn't want to do this. Okay, where was I? Hey, I think that is for our first event.
Well, with Arinda,
Yeah.
there's really only the one event because we're only spawning the same stuff all at once. Actually, no, there's Regress. Never mind. There's two.
There's progress, yeah. So in this case, we actually end up with more code than before, but the splitting up of event type and reward type is really what makes this better in the end.
Eckert. So you could say we're making progress.
Ah, God damn it.
I need to have some sort of like key macro I can press that starts fireworks or something when I do a great joke.
Are you
like
really
that.
getting paid for this?
Somehow.
It has to be crickets. I refuse for it to be anything else.
Rob Sesternino does a podcast where he has a bell that he presses, like or a taboo buzzer. I should just get a taboo buzzer. Hey, Dennis.
Oh, it's only 400 seconds. And here we can see our new reward, our new prerequisite system.
I'll turn up
Great.
the music a little bit. You know, you can hear it. Let me know if the music is either too loud or inaudible for people.
We have music.
It's KOTOR 2 music.
Ah,
My go-to
okay.
for streaming now. There, that might be fine. So the with fallback means that if it can't find the planet, or if the planet that it's looking for is not owned by the faction that it's trying to spawn for, then it'll find somewhere else owned by the faction, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
So if you are trying to spawn, for example, here on Borosk, and it's spawning for the Empire, if it can't find, if it finds Borosk, and it's controlled by the New Republic or something, it'll find whatever planet it can that is owned by the Empire and spawn it there instead. So we can have some rewards that will only work if you own the required planets, and then some that'll work regardless, just have a preferred planet. And that also is basically what's happening when the air change crashes occur. So the thing that makes us have to have those dummy planets is that the faction doesn't own any planets anymore, and it's trying to spawn stuff with XML to those factions, which the game really doesn't like, and then it crashes. With Lua, when it tries to do that, we can put in checks, and then it'll just fail, and everything should still run. It just won't spawn those things anymore.
Register Empire events. Okay, let's make this. We are going to come up with a better name for that afterwards. Okay, so I just split this up into two separate functions. Oh yeah, this we can probably replace this progress deployed reward. We can probably just copy this function and put it in here. Looked better before. Okay. Yeah, I think that should be it for the Empire. I'm going to push this, and you can see if this works.
I'm not sure if my anything branched properly. I'm in source tree. I'm not sure if I can see the... Right now, the only branches that show up for ICW are Lua Story Events Master and Universal Lua Events Progressives. So I'm not sure what you called the branch of the branch.
It's experimental. Wait, I know what. Oh, sorry, I forgot to push.
Oh, that might be why I can't see it in anything.
So sorry.
You better be.
It's there now.
Okay, so... I'm gonna fetch, and then I'll see if I can actually just pull it in GitHub.
Yeah, you definitely need to switch the branch first.
I switched it to the branch that it's a branch of. Experimental Lua events.
Yeah, okay, that's right.
It works. And you were shit-talking GitHub. I think someone owes a public apology.
No. I don't think so.
It's on film, Pox. We all saw it.
Yeah, the client still looks like shit.
And source tree is so much better.
Yeah, it is. You can see how the branches actually work. Stuff like that.
I mean, you get the little line, sure, but...
Yeah, that's actually pretty helpful, I think.
Here.
You know?
Look, you can get this,
for those guys who are not only on the master branch, that's actually pretty helpful.
Alright, so, I can test that now, you said?
Yeah. So the good thing about the new way is it's all compatible to the old. Not like, okay, it's not really compatible. Like the old events don't work, but I don't need to change anything about the about the story event manager. And yeah. Okay. Okay, like I actually don't expect anything to work. So you may have to end up running stuff in debug mode.
Debug mode is for losers who don't trust their code.
Yeah, I don't really quite. Oh god. I'm so sorry, it's not gonna work.
Oh my god. Now I launched the regular exe for nothing?
Yeah, you did.
Oh well, it's fine.
I forgot an import. Yeah. Okay, let's close this. Let's close this.
On the bright side, the music cue probably worked really well with when you said that, so it's all good.
Let's go to story events, and I am going to require observables. Yeah, I forgot observables. So this is quite nice. Like it's all based on this observable thing now.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna.
That I wrote for all the galactic events, like what planet is selected and. Okay, I'm gonna push this.
Uh-oh.
And then you can go again.
Are you serious, OBS?
Again.
It doesn't like the display capture. Why doesn't it do this? Can I just window capture the... Okay, I need to get a different program for this. OBS can go die. Restart and stream. Let's see if I can at least keep the same stream file on YouTube or whatever it is, so it doesn't split off again. Alright. Hopefully that didn't interrupt it too much. I'm gonna run the game in windowed mode. Alright, is it all saved now?
I think I pushed it. Nope, I did not push. Okay. Now it's there.
Okay, so I'll sync that, and then I should be able to hop on in the game. Okay, let's see if this breaks this time. Windowed mode. There we go. Everyone can see everything.
Ooh, nice.
Diddly 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 diddly. Dun, 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 dun. I really want to replace that.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
Jin and I were talking about, like, we even have the voice acting for the next trailer done, because we were gonna put the Ascendancy ones in there, but
yeah, don't do that.
The Ascendancy ones are good.
Yeah, they're good, but they're not Empire at War.
It's just rendered footage, just rendered in a different game engine.
Yeah, but you're gonna notice that it's not Empire at War.
Not everything needs to be Empire Warbox.
But it's the better game.
No, it's not.
Yeah, maybe it is. I'm really not a Sins guy.
If we're judging base Sins versus base Empire at War.
Yeah, you're probably right. But Empire at Wars are...
Got Lua?
Modding capabilities are way better.
Okay, so Turfanier and Pillion are here. So...
Okay, can you save and load?
That's a good question. Save test. Should I leave the game and then try to load?
No, that doesn't matter.
Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does.
Not for these kinds of...
Sometimes it does. Yep.
Oh, okay, that's great. So, which heroes were missing?
No one's missing. It's just, well, Rogris is missing because he's a timed event.
Okay,
400 seconds.
Can you wanna go into the event file and reduce the timer and see if that works?
I was thinking we'd just wait the 400 seconds.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you already left. Yeah, okay, so just...
It is 400, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So if I put galactic game speed up to full, and then double time, that'll work, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many save files? Well, I make a new save file every time I record an episode. So if something goes wrong, and I absolutely have to re-record an episode, which has luckily never happened for me except for in the AOTR playthrough, when it started crashing after every battle, or every time I tried to load, and I had to go like way further back. It hasn't been necessary. But there was also one time when I was playing Republic at War during, like, alongside one of my TR playthroughs, and I saved the latest episode of Republic at War over the latest episode of TR, and if I didn't have backups, I would have lost the entire playthrough. And that's when I realized it was a good idea that I should keep doing.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so let me do a few adjustments for our next changes, because we are going to need TR util. So my new policy on using requires is to import most of the stuff in the main story file.
Oh, that's a lot of pop. Soda, rather. I just poured too much soda. As you were.
Oh no, you can never have enough. You can never have enough soda.
I'm gonna make this so everyone can see what you're doing at the same time as what I'm doing.
Okay, so let's deal with the big questions.
42.
Huh?
42.
Yeah. That's the easy answer. No, I was thinking the big question is, do I get another one of the regular sodas or the other soda?
I don't think you want to mix. That's...
Oh no. That's gross.
No, I don't mean like at this mix it in the same cup. I mean like have one kind of soda, then have another kind of soda.
Yeah. Yeah. But which one goes first?
Wait a minute. Didn't Pelion die? No, he didn't die. He retreated, right? I wasn't paying. For some reason, I assumed he would die, so I don't think he did. Never mind.
Ooh, right, we need to implement... So right now, I'm not sure if the hero death is...
Well, I wasn't sure if he died in the battle where I auto-resolved, because I wasn't paying attention. And then if he did, that means he's respawned. And if he didn't, then nothing bad has happened.
Okay, can you try to kill him?
Well, I can just go back a little bit.
I think so. I think either.
Okay, no,
where
no, we're
do you
good. We're
keep
good. We're good. He didn't die. I went back in the stream.
Okay. Okay. Where do you keep the hero death events?
Those are all in the container file.
Oh, they're in the container. So maybe hero death is still intact then.
We've located the
Maybe.
enemy.
Yeah, we can port this over later. Like, let's
Star Destroyer reporting in.
get started with the important stuff first. Okay, so I'm now in the
Moving to coordinates.
New Republic event file. And
Yes, Commander.
yeah, let's So I'm actually super surprised that this worked out of the box. Like, I did no testing, and there's actually a bunch of code I added without testing.
So what you're saying is we're all learning very good programming practices right now.
Yeah, not really. Like, stuff I write for ICW is usually not of the same standard I put into my regular programs. Sorry.
I'm cutting your pay.
Oh wow, what's 50% of nothing? If I don't even have a pizza.
You haven't won the bet yet.
Oh, it's getting pretty close, actually.
Wait a minute. Rogers should have spawned by now, I think. It was 400. So that would be week 10.
Okay. And let's go back to the Empire image. And when story lapse 400. Story start. Then publish deploy timer. Subscribe. So where did you get Pelion?
He was at Boros.
Why?
Wait a minute. What the fuck?
Was the 181st there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. I think it's still spawning in the ICW22 full. I'm on experimental Lua events. Orinda. Is it still set up in the XML? I think it might be.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so let's go to...
I'm gonna get rid of that. Yeah.
Okay, where is it?
It's in Sandbox Orinda Empire.
Sandbox.
I'm gonna delete that.
Yeah, that doesn't do any good. Like, let me do that.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Reaper. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Wait, the other one is there too. Like,
Yeah, everything's there.
God
so
damn
nothing
it.
came from the Lua.
Shit. It would have been too easy. Okay. Let's comment this out.
Where did you put the thing?
And why is it Orinda story start? Wait, let me...
Well, it's supposed to be running off the container file, right? So none of this is supposed to be coming from this XML.
True. But is it still loaded?
Yeah. Well, even
Okay,
container has a universal story start.
It should have a begin Orinda event.
It does not.
What? Did I rebase?
You might have.
I probably rebased on master at some point, and that kills two of my changes. Okay. So where's Orinda container? Okay, so this is begin Orinda, and let's touch not the rest for now. Okay, so begin Orinda. No, wait, it's Orinda story start. I changed the wrong stuff. Okay, back to container. Render story start. Let's go back to. So if the container wasn't right, so maybe it's working.
Yeah, let's manage our expectations there.
I don't know if the. Yeah, right. Okay, let's go back to Render Empire events. Okay, so we got this here. And the next file is first inbox of Render Empire. Let's get Pallion here and go back to the Render Empire event. So this is actually so now we need to spawn 2 heroes at Universal Story Start, right? And so what we can do now, instead of using this spawn units reward type, we can actually just put in this, and we put in a custom function. No. So like this, and we are going to find a friendly planet. Right, no, we are going to find the spawn planet, which is Borosk at this point. And we are going to find the Empire player. And if no, we don't actually need to check. Borok is in the possession of the Empire at the start. Then we're just going to do spawn unit. Find object type. Pallion Reaper. And I think it's, oh god, do you remember the order? Is it location player or player location?
I'm pretty sure it's location player. Hold on, I have this.
Yeah, I think so too.
Location player, true false.
Spawn planet and Empire. Okay, and let's do the same with. No. What was the hotkey? Ah, this one. Okay. And we are going to use the Interceptor Squadron. And let's delete this. Okay, that should work. So now we have an actual word file. Okay. It's all gonna work.
That's
first try.
Ambitious.
I'm gonna get another soda.
Did you push it?
Yeah, I did. It's called render bug fixes.
Okay, there we go. Alright, time for the moment of truth. This is still set to windowed mode, I hope. It is. Alright, window. Be the Empire at war we need you to be. Very noisy soda.
How is it going?
Loading screen is showing up as expected. Intro cinematic is playing as annoyingly as ever.
Still annoying, okay.
Single player is in the menu. Arena campaign is in the GC list. Empire has been selected. Game has been started. XML parse error. File has only a root node with no other content. Sounds like a lot of YouTube channels, am I right? No, but yeah, there's no Pelion here. And no Turf in here.
Wait, what was it about the XML parse error?
Because of the Imperial file, you commented everything out.
Oh, okay, but it still worked.
Nothing worked. Nothing spawned.
Okay. Yeah, but the game.
The game loaded, so that was.
Oh, okay.
That was nice.
Okay. Okay. Okay, then it's time to find out what's going wrong. Well, what's going wrong? Okay, let's go into the actual story events.
I should do some live music instead of playing the KOTOR soundtrack all the time. We should probably get some sort of message somewhere.
A message?
Saying that it's getting into things. Container, render story start. Story. I was not speaking of any specific YouTube channels, of course. Where the fudge?
Oh shit, I think I...
Do we not load the Lua?
Wait, I think I may know why. There's something we need to change, I think.
We don't load the Lua script anywhere. It's looking for GC Arenda campaigner. I don't think that exists, does it? Because you moved it into the subfolders.
Oh yeah. Like it should GC Story Universal.
Well, it uses a GC Arenda campaign.
Oh,
probably
okay,
from the
that's
same
wrong.
issues that caused it before. So, do you want to change that, or should I?
I'm gonna change it. Okay, it's in plots, story plots, sandbox, Orinda container, right? Oh yeah. Okay, so and it should be GC. What? Why is it? Okay, GC Story Universal. Is that the right name?
Yep, GC story universal.lua. And then begin Arinda, references Arinda story start, which is what that's called. Yeah, so basically what this does is this is what it loads when it starts up the GC. So there's the XML file, the Lua file. The problem was we were loading the wrong thing. This is being changed. This one here is being changed from Arinda campaign, GC Arinda campaign, to GC story universal, which will then make this load properly, hopefully. But that's why it wasn't working there, because whenever Pox made the new branch, it seems to have not kept some of the changes that were there before. I distinctly remember us changing that, but oh well.
Yeah, I think I rebased on changes from the master branch. Okay, I'm going to push this, and we can try again.
All right. Starborn Michael Hall is asking, question, how many GCs will the CSA be in? 2 of the 3 progressives, Hunt for Zinj, and/or Aftermath, and probably 1 or 2 more. So not a huge amount, but a few. And that's a pretty wide variety there for sizes and everything. Alright, so just pulling the changes. And let's see if it works. Alright, oh, still parse error, but we expected that. No Pelion.
No worry, that's right. I didn't add that, but the other one?
No one. They're all gone.
Sad.
I wonder if the root node thingy is an issue. I'm just gonna uncomment Universal Story Start so it's at least doing something.
Yeah.
And then I'll see if it works. Which I doubt is the problem, but... All right. Nope.
Yeah. Okay. Then let's find out what's wrong. I think we will have to go into story events.
So it should be loading global events and conquest / Arinda events, register and process events. So data, scripts, Story, Conquest, Arinda. Requires Arinda Empire events and Arinda New Republic events. Well, that should all be loaded. That's what we have open in this one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's something about the new way I'm doing events. Oh, god damn it, I think I know. Check. Three men. Force. Oh, no, that's not either. Okay, so the thing is, I'm not sure where to start right now. So I'm going to have to ask you to run the debug build.
Oh no. Okay. Alright, so corruption. Star Wars, I think this is gonna be Star Wars I. Gonna make sure this is windowed. I think it is. Yeah, windowed, ignore search.
Oh god damn it, no, wait.
What?
I think.
What did you do?
Okay, I think I have another oh, wait, that should work. No, do it. Try it.
Do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pressing the button. There's no going back.
Yeah, I thought the import for class was made for our custom class system. But yeah, there's it's going to be imported from observable, since I included that. Did I have something wrong with notify?
Will you be adding in any Mandalorian ships? There's already Mandalorian forces that start on Mandalore in Era 1 GCs, especially. But other than, like, most of the Mandalorian ships that people know about were thousands and thousands of years old and wouldn't have still been used. They didn't really have that many shipbuilding capabilities. So most of them wouldn't fit.
Not quite sure what the problem is.
That's why debug exists.
Quite happy that we have it. It's way better than game messaging our way through all the files.
Yeah, but the loading time needs to stop.
Yeah.
That's good design. Well, the reason they don't really have any other designs is because they weren't capable of making much. It's not really like the Habens or the Empire of the Hand, where they were big enough and powerful enough and probably did have those other designs. With the Mandalorians after Endor, it was mostly like, yeah, they're kind of tiny and they don't really have much military power. They had some local forces, but they weren't making like giant fleets of capital ships and stuff. So the stuff
you
introduced by
have-
Empire at War was kind of beyond their capabilities anyways.
do you have Empire at War on an SSD?
An SSD? No.
Oh,
I'm cheap.
okay. Yeah, I was thinking about moving it and maybe get some better load times.
Yeah, I probably should, but I don't want to spend the money on that. I can't spend the money on
SSDs
that.
are pretty cheap right now.
Are they less than $50?
Yeah, you can get a few cheap ones.
Let's check in.
I think I can.
Because I just bought a webcam for like $80 yesterday, so I'm
Oh,
over budget.
okay.
I could just become a cam girl with that, and then I'll make the money back, and then I can afford it. But
Yeah, people would totally
240
like
gigabyte solid state drive for desktop laptop for $70.
Let me see. I can get a 500 gigabyte Samsung 860 Evo for 96 euros. That's quite nice.
That'd be what, like I think that's like 150 to 200 Canadian.
Maybe.
Crucial MX500 500 gigabyte 3D NAND SATA 2.5 inch internal SSD for 117.89 Canadian on Amazon.
Yeah, it's 145.
Okay, so this is slightly cheaper than the one you just found. Maybe someday. Are you going to add more sort of joining forces like Picardy Sin? Maybe Colonel and Shadow Troopers after taking Mindor or else? Where's that join? So there are a bunch of other events we want to do. I don't know that Chronal would be included in that, because he takes some extra stuff to make. But yeah, in general, we are working on expanding story events, which is kind of why we're doing what we're doing here, because it does give us more control over that kind of thing. Because right now, the way they work can be a bit of a mess. Which is why some of the air progression stuff doesn't always work. I really hope this gives us helpful information, because it's...
Yeah, this is gonna be some dumb bug somewhere, and yeah, you don't even need AIF script for that. You just, this is gonna be some non-existent variable or something like that, or syntax error somewhere, I don't know.
Come on. Spinning blue thing means it's working. Hey!
Woo!
Loaded.
You get the nice intro.
And the fun explosion from the MC-80B. Alright, Arena Campaign, Empire. It's weird not seeing the buttons that tell me I can choose the custom era start now.
Yeah.
We've come so far.
We have to implement that with the new system as well.
That's gonna be fun. Alright, so...
Shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah, it's probably easier than what I had to do for XML. Anyways. Look at log file. Actually, it'd be an AI log. What am I doing here?
Yeah, remember you have to quit the regular way. No, just closing the window.
Lua script error. Data script story conquest global events.lua. Attempt to call method do a nil value.
Oh, where do I try? Where's that?
Global events Lua says 34 after that. I'm not sure if it's the line number.
Yeah, it is. So wait, where's do?
Data script events, call stack, blah blah blah. PC story load reversal, register events, that's happening. Alright, so I'm gonna close out of the game.
Mission log updated.
Oh god, I know why. It's the goddamn Republic event. They all use the old story event way.
RIP.
Okay, so I'm gonna comment those out. And I am going to push this. So you
How do I
can try
follow
it
you
out.
in this again?
Hmm?
Need to follow you in the program.
Although I'm surprised that the New Republic event prevented the Empire ones from events. Are New Republic events? No, Empire events are loaded. They should trigger. Like, I mean, if the script crashes afterward, that's fine. But Empire events are executed first. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, you did capitalize do.
Yeah, that's okay. That's the way it was
Global events.
before.
Well, do you want it to be do or do you want it to be do? Like, is it regular coding do or do you want it to be the
No, it
do something
was.
else?
No, it's. I had the way it previously worked was an event consisted of like event and the name and then when the condition and then do, and that was the function do I wrote. That
Okay,
was
so that's
capitalized, but that's gone now. That's what we have subscribed now. For
okay. So we don't need that then.
exactly, but it shouldn't matter because the Empire events are registered first. Oh wait, but they are only registered. They are not executed. So the story event manager who handles all the events, running through all the events that are registered, and probably a New Republic event went first because tables are not ordered, so it didn't matter in which order we registered the events. Yeah, that's probably it. And you have totally no clue what I'm talking about.
No, I know what you're talking about. We went through this last week.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find where you are.
Oh, I'm just in some bullshit file, like just Orinda events.lua. You can test this, by the way.
Did you already sync it?
Yeah, I did. Should be disable New Republic event.
Okay, there we go. I'm not going into the debug build.
No. Should be fine that way. If this doesn't work, you may have to.
No.
You will have to.
No. Hey, Nemesis. How's it going? So I got my bike in the mail today. And I'm
Your
going to have to
bike?
put that together. Yep. Bike.
Oh,
Bicycle.
okay.
Pedal machine.
Yeah, I know what you mean. My English is not that bad.
It's on a bicycle. So I'm gonna have to put that together, and if I am lacking the tools, I'll have to go buy the tools, and then if it is put together by me, it might fall apart while I'm riding it. So if there's no videos tomorrow, assume it's because I'm in the hospital.
Alright.
Empire start.
Ew. Bob is helping us, apparently.
Yeah, it's not doing anything.
Mission log
Oh,
updated.
too
It's
bad.
not doing anything.
Yeah. Because do is not even in there anymore.
Well, it's in global event, isn't it? Did you not change that? Did you change
No.
that?
What? Oh shit! Global events.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh.
That's what Bob said.
Ah, goddamn!
That's what
Sorry.
we were all saying.
Ah, I forgot that we had another file that's always loaded. Okay, so when yeah. Okay, so what we are going to do is notification. Oh, okay, so we are just gonna replace trigger XML event notification execute. Yeah. We can do that easier. So this store event notification. No need for event there. This is pretty straightforward. Okay, I am going to push this.
Yay! It'll work this time. This is what happens when you're doing groundbreaking new work on Empire at War. Most epic thing.
Okay, it's pushed.
Yay!
And I'm gonna get more soda.
I think you're having a little too much soda there, Pox.
Are you sure? It's only the third.
In an hour.
Yeah.
Starting to make simple mistakes like leaving due in global events.
Simple mistakes. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that file structure wasn't. I have no idea. I kind of forgot about that file.
That's why I said it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were referring to the GC story universal file.
Okay. Heroes on starfighters will once have an exception for rebirth. Their vitality is so small that it's too hard to keep them alive. Well, actually, there were a lot of abilities added to them in 2.2 that make them a lot more survivable. And if those abilities are being used properly and they're being microed, they can survive most battles. So I don't think we'd be changing that. Because like they have replenish wingmen and redirect damage to stuff. Stuff is happening. Stuff's not spawning, but the speech happened. If we really needed to, we just attach them to carriers instead. We wouldn't make them respawn. Okay, that is potentially better. I don't think so, though. Damn. Data XML. Because I think that's all still handled by XML.
All right, I'm back.
It did not spawn anything.
Great. Working as intended. Not really. Yeah.
However, the intro speech for Pelion played, which it hadn't been before, so...
Ooh. Yeah, that's because we did the notifications over event stuff.
Progress?
Yeah, not really. That didn't have anything to do with the other stuff. Let me think. Yeah, sorry, debug build again.
Well...
What?
I'm trying to just look at it before I have to do that, because that's a 20-minute loading screen.
Okay, yeah, I think, so it's probably going to be in story event somewhere.
I guess I can look at it while the 20-minute loading screen is happening.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so we know it's getting up to here. Which then goes to global events or random events. What if we turn off... Did you already do that? The New Republic ones, are they gone entirely, or did you just change them?
Yeah, I just commented everything out.
What if you comment out the file for it?
That won't do anything. Like it yeah, it's just executing an empty function. That's not going to change anything.
When always and Robert's deploy timer. Well, we don't really care about that one.
About what?
The Rogress deploy timer.
Yeah,
Because that's later.
Way in the future. Render Empire event.
Alright, well, we'll see what the debug has to say. Why don't we just start porting models from other games and call that a mod?
Wait, what is... Wait a second. No, that's okay. So I just noticed we lost something. Lost a functionality we had with the system before.
It seems like we lost a lot of functionality.
Yeah, okay, that's true. No, but with the previous event system, we could put in events during runtime. Not that that's anything we were going to do at any point, anytime soon. But yeah, it should work. I don't see any reason. So, how was your day?
Short.
Short. Okay.
Yep, I got up, got my bike in the mail, started putting together my bike, then I started streaming. And then I spent most of my day waiting in the debug build load screen. And that's the magic we're sharing with everyone right now.
What a great use of time.
If I was on the main repo, I could work on the story or the unit spawns right now for the air select, but we're in a branch of a branch, so no. I could even be setting up all the planets for the 250 or 300 planet GC, figuring out who belongs to what. That'll be exciting. That'll run at 2 frames per second. That's always, it's kind of, like, we have all the GCs where they're smaller so they can run better, and then you have the larger ones like Art of War and Empire's End, because we have those smaller ones. And you even put the warning on it that says this will probably be laggier for higher NPCs, or for lower NPCs. And
then you get bug reports.
Yeah, no matter how many disclaimers you put on it that, like, don't play this one without a certain, like, expect lag potentially. People always use that as the baseline for how well the mod performs, even though it wouldn't change anything else in the mod if they just weren't there. Like, they'd still perform just as well in every other GC, but then that baseline wouldn't be there anymore, so people would be like, oh, now it runs much better. I was like, no, it runs the exact fucking same. You just didn't read the thing where it said you might lag on this one.
Did you ever disable the interface in galactic mode? That's a ton of performance increase you get.
Disable the interface?
Yeah,
just
you can
make it so no one can do anything?
Yeah, I know it makes no sense, but I noticed this in the debug build. You can, I think it's Control I or just I maybe, and
well, that's what you do in the tactical battles.
Suddenly, it's all super smooth.
What works really well is if you turn off all faction AI and don't do anything.
Yeah, great.
You get so many frames. Alright, let's see if we can see anything in our handy dandy little notebooks. Alright.
It's loading done.
Lua script class error. Script story conquest Arinda Empire event Lua line 42 attempt to call global story elapsed a nil value.
Story lapsed? No. What?
I'll post it in the team chat in case you can't read it on my end, but
that should not happen.
Well,
Did I make a typo or something?
it does happen.
It's probably a typo.
So that's probably crashing the whole script, even though it's...
Oh, god damn it. Yes, I can already see it. The underscore, it's the underscore. I have no underscores in my reward. This is not XML. These are my reward types. Okay. Commit. Okay, no, wait, I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna switch to the story events file, copy the reward type name, switch back to Remender Empire event, paste it back in here. Nothing's gonna change because I corrected it anyway before. Okay. And I'm going to commit and push this.
Or are you active on Twitter? Yeah, sort of. I don't post that much, but I read everything.
Let's see if that works.
Okay. Let's make sure I have the debug mode off. I do.
Yeah. So, about the thing I told you earlier, the thing where I told you we lost some functionality. This could turn out to be a problem, actually. I'm not sure if I want to go into details. I think we haven't announced that yet.
Go ahead.
Okay, so about it's about story generation.
Right.
So that would require us to put in events at runtime. So while the story already processed.
Would we be able to do that separately entirely, though?
We could have before. But now we split up the event and subscribe function.
Right.
So that means the event is getting registered.
Moving to coordinates.
Mission log updated.
And we are subscribing after it's getting registered. But if it's been triggered before you subscribe to it, nothing's gonna happen. So I may have to look into that, but maybe we can use all of this without changing anything. If I change some stuff internally, it may work just the same.
Alright. Well, I think that's probably something we can work around in other ways if we need to.
Yeah, we can definitely do some ugly hacking stuff.
Well, I don't know how much like the defined story events and the story generation is going to interact. So
they're definitely going to interact. Like they're going to use the same story event manager.
No, I know they'd use some of the same stuff, but it's not going to be like one requires the other as much.
No.
And even if there were things where we wanted to do that, we can use global values to figure stuff out to the extent that we need to. Pox is playing with something. I'm not sure what. That's what that sound is.
Hmm? Oh yeah, TikTok box.
There you go. Mystery solved. Okay, so we just got to get to week 10. We'll see if Rog responds, and if so, Problem
Are
solved.
the other ones spawning?
Yep.
Ooh.
It's all
Great.
here. I guess I should save. Okay, saving test. Will it load?
I'm saying it's crashing.
I'm actually going to wait for Rogers to spawn before I do that. I mean, how important is saving, though, really?
Petroglyph disabled the autosave.
Yeah. We're just going one step
go
further.
One step further, yeah.
People can do Empire's End in one sitting. As like the Habens or the CSA start with 3 planets, take over 136. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Rogers isn't here, and I think he's supposed to be.
Oh.
Hey, he's here, never mind.
Oh.
It's just slightly delayed because the timer isn't the exact same.
It's 400.
Yeah, but it fucking game's weird.
Oh, okay.
Loading. It loaded. Oh my god.
Wow, okay, that's surprising. I actually wouldn't, because there was one line of code I was a bit skeptical about. Yeah, that's great.
That's
nice.
Completely shocking. Oh, where'd he go? He's gone.
Huh? What?
He left.
I left?
No. I saw his face. I thought I saw his face.
Whose face?
Progress. I thought I saw his icon. Did I not? Oh, that's why, because I fucking loaded... I'm an idiot. Let's do it again. I saved before he load... Yeah. But we get to see it happen again. That's the important part.
Great. Do you also see the speech?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did not get enough sleep. Alright, there we go. For some reason I thought I saved again after he spawned. And no, I did not. Okay. Everything worked. Life is good. Gonna go kill stuff with 2 Bellators and an SSD. Or an Executor, I guess they're all sort of SSDs.
Enemy forces ahead.
Does the Strike Cruiser use 2 regular engine glows and then 2 textured ones? Well, it needs to be redone anyways, but... Alright, Rogris. Kill some stuff for us.
Move out. We shall be there shortly. Star Destroyer standing by.
Ooh. More people.
Yep.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Hey, human. Extra thick. Alright, so that's all the Imperial story for this GC.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, I've already started with the
good.
New Republic events.
Where is Pox? There we go.
So we have
Jordan is super quiet. Can you say something?
Yes, that is something, right?
Okay, I turned you up to 200.
Good.
You're still a little bit quiet. I don't know if you can turn that up a little bit more.
Let me see by mic settings. Progress's timer is fine, by the way. He's just spawning at the end of 10 weeks, not the beginning of 11. Where are my mic settings?
Yeah, so this is... I hate trying to say your full name because I don't know how to pronounce it properly.
Oh, I don't know either. I made it up. I've never said it.
Oh, so thanks.
Uh-huh.
Jordan Carver. I always want to say it in like the most German way possible.
Well, that's the idea. This is actually Jory Carver from Battlefront, but German-fied because reasons.
Charles Carver.
Yeah.
Pox, you say it.
Okay, so I probably the best German pronunciation would be Jorid Carver. I don't know.
All right. 30 dB boost on my mic. Does that do anything?
It makes you louder, but also sound like you're in a snowstorm, so we'll go with it.
Okay, how about 20?
That's better.
Okay. Well,
were you at
we'll call that a
100% regular volume?
Looks like it.
Huh. Are you across the room from your microphone? See you, Vanquish. Thanks for coming out. Yeah. Jorit is also a coder for the mod. Is mostly working on CSA stuff right now and also some story stuff.
Yeah, I kind of work on a lot of things. Mostly a bunch of minor things.
So I honestly haven't played more than like 5 minutes of the CSA so far, because this is like the one part of the mod where we have enough people doing stuff that at some point I can load into them and it'll be mostly done. I'm just working on some art stuff. And I don't get that feeling with the mod of experiencing new stuff. And I want to.
Well, there you go.
So right now, Rahul, we're doing the New Republic story stuff for Arena campaign. So converting it from XML to Lua.
Yep.
And we already did the Empire, doing the New Republic, and then we'll basically have the basis for this system done. It seems to be working for the Imperials. And then we'll probably move on to the other Era 5 Galactic Conquests.
Probably, yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. Final Imperial Push is the other one that we're probably going to do. Then, of course, there's Kamas Crisis. Endor Aftermath. I'm just going to name all the GCs in the mod while Pox is doing this. We have Art of War, Essence of War, Empire's End, The Spoilers of an Empire. Do we still... No, we don't have a Fractured Empire anymore. We just renamed that to Endor Aftermath. Empires at War, Thrawn Campaign, Hunt for Zinj. Should probably do a post-Zinj campaign at some point. That'd be cool. Actually, could probably use the air selection thing.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
On Hunt for Zinj for that, and then no one would know it's there, which is
bit of a problem.
Could use a slash in the name, like Hunt for Zinj / post Zinj campaign. We could convert our 20 GC into like 75 pretty easily. Yeah, let's do that. Would it work as well? I think so. It kind of puts you into Era 2. Well, it would put you into Era 2, but so does the timeline for that anyways, pretty much. Yeah, I think that works. You heard it here first, folks. There's going to be an extended version of Hunt for Zinj.
So here's the good thing about on-new system. Already defined unit in the Empire, so we don't have to define it again, and we just have to subscribe to it.
Don't forget to smash that like button. It's been an hour since I've made that joke, so I figured I was safe to do it again.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Render new republic. Okay, it's pushed, so you can test it.
Okay. So the second this all gets pushed into the main repository, that's going to break every other GC, right? No, you didn't plug it into anything else, right? Okay, we're good.
No.
All right. So windowed, and in we go. Yeah, so I still haven't figured out who I'm or what I'm going to be doing for the Greater Maldrid playthrough. Whether we're going to do that, I think we're going to do it in Art of War, but I think we might do it in an era other than one.
The spoilers.
Oh god, I don't think my computer would be able to run that.
Be like a 60-part series, man. Great for ratings.
More than that. I mean, my first Greater Maldrid playthrough is probably still my longest playthrough, episode-wise. It was like 40 some odd episodes. But I think I was only doing like 30 minutes per episode, so it wasn't quite as much. But
Well,
Just think how long your
apparently
Haven ones will be.
what was that?
apparently my voice is super bad.
It was
My
for a
audio.
second there, but you're okay now.
Maximum
Okay.
capacity.
Okay, there's a bunch of heroes here, but did we take them out of the XML spawns?
Who knows?
Updated.
Let's see. Story sandbox. Arena. Rebel. No, we did not.
Yay! Did you actually check that they were not doubled up there?
They weren't.
Because the icon. Okay, I didn't notice that.
Okay, so
I
I'm
wasn't
gonna
paying attention to you, so
Universal Story start in, so it doesn't complain. And
I'm gonna say it didn't work because they weren't doubled up.
yeah, me too. Oh wait, I think I may not. Okay, so the thing is. Oh wait, it should work. No. So disable in our events or XML events.
There was a
Okay,
Thrawn
push.
too. There were multiple Thrawn clones. They just kind of got drowned in Neuron. Checkmate. Uh-oh. Unable to thingy. There we go. Disable inner events.
Is it?
I don't. Well, should I really try this?
So wait, it's spawn unit was object type location owner, right?
Yes, and then
Yeah.
free
I always
store.
compute that.
And free store and the other thing, which is persistent. I don't remember what the other thing is supposed to be.
Yeah, it's persistent. But that's for spawn list. I'm just doing the regular spawn list.
Right. I guess I'll try again. But yeah, so if I did like Era 4 Greater Maldrude despoilers, start with one planet or like 2 planets, take over 249.
Still better than the Hapens.
No, they'd
Maybe.
get 6. It's all
Yeah,
concentrated. With Greater Maldrude, even if you do get 2, there's like Rivester and did they get no, it's not Hakasi. Is it Hakasi? It might be Hakasi.
I think they end up with that one, yeah. Because Iriadu's on Camp.
Camp
and-
Authority.
Yep. And then Zero Command's still on K-list the whole time.
Yeah, actually, I think there's more core planet. Oh, there's still heroes here. It worked.
Oh, nice. So it's probably that you can
Mission log updated.
register
do
the same hero twice.
Maybe.
Easier than the Kessel Run.
Well, that was easier than the Kessel Run.
Run away.
Easier than the Kessel Run.
Ooh. Okay, so push.
So is that going to the main branch?
No way.
Oh.
This is far from finished.
Well, wouldn't it just apply to Arinda?
Tactical battle imminent.
Yeah, it does, but until I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to solve the problem.
For generation?
Go anywhere.
Yeah, for generation, I'm.
Would it make more sense that we start plugging this into the rest of the mod and then we do the generation? Or do you think you'd be redoing the entire thing
Choose your reinforcements.
if it...
I think I may have to do redo some minor thing about the way it is work.
Okay. So I won't do anything with Hunt for Zinj yet.
Unit capacity.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
No, not yet.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Wait, let me check how.
Oh, you guys can't even see the fucking game. What am I doing? I'm the worst streamer in the world. Oh, game's closed anyways.
I think I could work around this. Probably with what we have right now. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. Let's just do final imperial push.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard to figure out how we're going to implement a system or have support for a system that doesn't exist yet. So
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the old system I know would have been perfectly fine for it, but this new one, I don't know yet.
what was the problem with the old one?
Okay, let's have a look at the progressive, and I'm going to show you.
I need to follow you. Here we go.
Yeah, okay, this one right here. So this Pterodot Union Centaurus thing. So this right here is basically replacing, like I had to write if and then reward types, so we could have logic in there. Yeah, that's not optimal. And the new system is definitely better with this. I think the only thing I need to figure out is I need to be able to subscribe to an event or
Smash that like button.
It hasn't been that long.
That's why I said it faster.
Victory.
Okay.
Well, I guess I should code Dengar at some point. That would be. Wait, did you?
Is it ship
did
done?
you chode? No. Yeah, punishing one is rigged. It's in the files, I think.
Excellent.
I think I synced it. I did sync it. I just can't check right now because branch. Unless it was before he branched it off, but I don't think it was.
I don't
No, it wasn't.
especially recall seeing
branch
it,
is old.
but
I think I pushed it at the same time that I rigged the other
Type
thing.
Punisher Jump Master.
That's
so
the
yeah,
one.
That's, so okay. I just hadn't realized that was a thing.
Yeah, so we can. I guess that'll be the new unit for the Greater Maldrude playthrough, Dengar.
There we go.
I feel bad for the Errata Authority. They always get the fewest views. Which also makes me feel bad for me.
I can probably just put the do stuff back in. That would probably be the easiest way to. So I can have subscribe and do. That would probably.
Don't forget to smash the like button. Would that break
okay.
anything else?
I don't think so. The outer syntax wouldn't change to build the event. It's just the internal workings of it. So we are going to subscribe to it.
Don't forget to smash that like button. Or I guess it's smash that bell now, too. Ring that bell.
At this point, you're probably going to need a new...
Need a new what?
A new mouse.
Oh. I don't know. I replaced my mouse and my keyboard. I know this is not really what you were talking about, but I did that, I guess, in December. And they didn't end up being as good as what I wanted. I've stuck with it.
No problem.
What did you get?
Logitech stuff. What is this? Logitech G203 Prodigy gaming mouse. 'Cause I'm a prodigy.
Okay.
Because I used to have a Razer mouse, which no, and one of the buttons was broken on that.
I have a Razer mouse. A Death Adder. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was what I had. And Logitech G610 keyboard. Orion Red.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of a weird bump. There's no guard. I probably just need to get a guard at the front, and then I can rest my hand on it better. I thought I wanted a mechanical keyboard, but I think I want a membrane keyboard. I think I need to accept that about myself.
That
Anyways,
you want a membrane keyboard?
yeah, membrane. Like the
Why?
because they're
Why?
so much quieter instead of the fucking.
Yeah, that's so much better.
That's how we know you're working.
If I'm in like the middle of
Wait.
streaming and I have to reply to someone on in the comments like clickety clackety clickety, and it's horrible. What's the stream schedule for this week? So yeah, I'm actually gonna post that on the Discord tomorrow, and also I wanted to get the video in again today, but then I ordered the camera and I was like maybe I should wait for that, but I'll probably put up a video for it, the stream schedule, tomorrow as well. So that'll be just a preview right now. We're doing Monday Night Modding tonight. We won't be doing RimWorld tomorrow because I killed the Twi'leks and they're dead. They're never coming back. Well, maybe they will in another series, but we've got Phoenix Rising on Thursday, and we've got we've got multiplayer on Saturday. So I might throw in another stream someday or one of the days. But right now it's just those two coming up until I figure out another stream series. I might just do like an impromptu Monster Hunter World thing, because I still want to do that. It just took me too long to do the whole cockroach situation on Saturday, was that? Yeah, that was Saturday.
No, on this. No. Wait. What's the order in this one? EG spawn nuts. Spawn is low AI usage and delete. Okay. So we are going to say. Okay, that should work. Let's make sure that all the Empire events are disabled in the XML. Story. Sandbox. Material. Empire. No, there.
Wish I could have two branches open at once. Hey, Balloon Gamer. Will the fourth space station slot be 4 and 2.3? I think you said it's yeah. So that's for super capitals, and then it'll also give much bigger garrisons. So probably some capitals in there. Which for the Empire of the Hand is the only reason you get it, because they can't build a super capital. And I feel like if we just let them, or didn't give them the actual building, so they can't build them, people would be like, I can't build my SSDs because I can't build the shipyard. And now they'll just say, I can't build my SSDs, why aren't they here? And then we'll say, well, they don't have one. They're like, but I just spent all the money on a shipyard. So it doesn't solve any of the problems, but it'll make me feel better.
I think it's consistent with the other factions, because like the New Republic needs a level 4, but they'd only use it in Era 5. But that sounds obnoxious to lock it until then.
Okay, I pushed the Empire.
Well, I was kind of thinking with all that, it depends on where we put the cutoff point for the size, because it could be like 2,500 meters.
So we would like put the Praetor in the level 4 or something?
Praetor, Home 1.
Home 1, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Lucre Hulk would probably be the only exception, shifted down to level 3 still.
I thought we decided against that, but I'd be fine with it.
Yeah, I've just been thinking about it more because it always seems weird to me how many.
For the Praetor versus Allegiance group, though, if you can build an Allegiance at 3, but you need a 4 for Praetor.
Mm-hmm.
But we could just make all battle cruisers level 4 and be.
That might be a little bit
for the Allegiance people.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Secular.
It seems like battle cruisers kind of take over the game quite a bit.
Yeah,
as it stands.
more than I'd like.
Even if it doesn't make that much sense for balancing. It'd be a really easy cutoff if it has battlecruiser armor. It's at the level 4. With the exception of the Lucre Hulk, because why not?
Okay, final Imperial push. Empire. Nope, that's Arinda still. I gotta move that. There we go. There's heroes here.
Oh, great. Okay. Then we can get into the public event.
Yay! Well, we don't want to make garrisons for most places too big, extra thick, because it's already super easy to defend, and it just... When you have giant garrisons for stuff, it doesn't really do much. Like, it just makes the game sloggier and gives such an advantage to the defender. But if it's for level 4 stations, those are pretty rare. I think there's like 10 that we decided on. So having them be guaranteed larger battles and really hard to take makes sense. Which is why they're all going to get an SSD as a garrison unit. Anytime you invade Kuat, there's going to be an executor sitting there. Maybe that's how we could do Razor's Kiss. The first time Zinj attacks Kuat, it's there. You have to capture it.
It'd be fun to actually have a mission to get it instead of...
Yeah, so just building it. Like, I always wanted to have a mission for it, but I wasn't sure how we'd do it. But it'd be pretty simple just to have it trigger that way, because Zinj never starts with... Like, he would never start with Kuat. It wouldn't make any sense.
No.
It's in every GC that he's in.
It's
and we
basically
can
in
just make
every
it apply to
GC
him.
for that matter.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not Isard Revenge or Black Fleet. That's about it.
You changed the self-destruct thing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It is, I think, 12 times more powerful and like a slightly larger blast radius.
Okay, so I can erase that.
So, yeah. It'll like take the shields off of Dauntless now and blow up some of the hard points. So, I don't know. Maybe not quite that much.
Will it kill B-Wings?
It will kill all the fighters anywhere close to it.
Okay, that was what I was hoping for when I pressed the button.
Uh-huh.
Didn't. Lost everything.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot harder if we do move all the battle cruisers to level 4 shipyards to fulfill the Patreon request.
True.
But I guess I shouldn't balance the game around that.
I mean, you could also just make your Patreon unit special and only need 3s.
No, that's cheating.
Okay.
I'll just have to go for Kuwait as fast as possible. Or Mon Calamari, it's right beside Greater Mildred. Never mind.
Okay. Okay, New Republic events are pushed.
Yay. Yeah, gotta cancel the XML events again.
Well, that's a really inconvenient time for a raid fleet.
FIP? Yes, FIP. I'll do this one.
Oh yeah, have I
No, I'm doing it right now.
the XML events?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob could be having so much more fun if he was in the call with it.
Yeah. Indeed.
Here, I'll push that. Commit. Okay, while that pushes, I can go into the game. And I'll remember to move the screen over this time. Here we go. Now everyone can see the whole process. I fucking hate Canadian keyboards sometimes. Diddly 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 diddly. Darn. Pox, were you ever around when there was the 3 dreadnoughts?
What 3 dreadnoughts?
There was a far more obnoxious starting video before.
Oh no, that was before my time.
New construction options available.
We got 3 heroes.
It's more than 0.
We have
So-
Han,
Mission log updated.
Luke, and Akbar. We are missing others.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Then-
all.
Oh, right. I forgot the. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I forgot the owner for the last one.
Oh.
And the spawn planet.
Let's
With
just
everything.
put them wherever. For whoever. Doesn't.
So, let's see. It's spawn list, spawn planet, owner, AI usage, and faults. Okay. That should be right. Okay, I'm going to push this.
So that's 2 out of like 19 GCs. We're almost there.
Yay! Maybe we can reuse some of the events. I don't know how much common stuff there is between the GCs.
No, the 2 closest GCs are Final Imperial Push and Arena Campaign, so
Oh, okay.
like we could definitely use one as a frame. Like a lot of the GCs is just spawn some heroes and then you're done.
Yeah, okay, that's
Could probably do Stars Align next or something.
that's pretty
And a lot
straightforward.
of the minor factions tend to have the same events across everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Empire and Rebels are mostly a lot more in depth, but Pinistar is always just kind of, oh, you have an executor now.
Alright, here we go. A lot of our GCs could just be take the map, set up a bunch of different lock and unlock events. Just have everything based off of one GC, and then if only the AI knew how to bypass planets. Diddly 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 diddly. Alright. New Republic. Final Imperial Push. Go! Hey, there's more. There's 6 of them. And they're on
Nice.
Coruscant, Oberdan, and Bilbringi.
Yeah, that sounds
Wait a
right.
minute. Yeah. Everything worked.
Nice.
Very nice.
Okay, so that just leaves Art of War, Empire's End, Essence of War, Empire, Under Aftermath, Stars Align, Back to War, Hunt for Zinj, Thrawn Campaign, Izzard's Revenge, Shadow Hand, Crimson Empire, Unification, Black Fleet Crisis, Empires at War, From the Ground Up, in Survival Mode. Not really Survival Mode.
Yeah.
we can probably skip that one.
Or FTGU.
So, I think Hex wanted to get into Lua scripting.
Did he?
Yeah, I think so.
He did, that's true.
Pretty sure.
So we'll split that up like 7 ways.
There you go.
Okay, so that means we have a choice, several choices to make, but one relevant one.
Which is
Do we put it in the main repository before we do the story generation? Which means we probably don't do the story I fucked up pronouncing a word, so I'm going to keep with the accent. So do we do that before the story generation and do the story generation later? Or do we want to do the story generation now? Not now, but the general now, the royal now, and keep it all branched off.
what kind of accent is it?
Yes, just what to see. Yes, getting more Eastern European esque.
Okay.
So what do we want to accomplish with the story generation first, Pox? What is the main
That's
thing
the
we want to
accent
do?
we know.
I think we can accomplish story generation without changing the outer interface of the event builder. So we can probably finish up the events first and then handle story generation.
Okay, so convert, get Art of War cleaned up finally. Make sure that the game doesn't crash the script between eras, because that happens way too much in 2.2, where you just end up with burning upgrade objects. And then we can do more story generation stuff.
Yeah. Story generation stuff should be. We
So
should
this
do that
branch-
when we have the events.
Yeah, so this branch doesn't need to be a branch anymore.
Yeah, probably.
Because most of what we're doing on the main branch right now is setting up the story stuff for Art of War anyways. So...
Oh, okay. So the thing is, I started converting Art of War already in this branch, but there's a lot of unfinished stuff.
Yeah,
So
but...
right now, it's mixed between the old system and the new system.
Right. But a lot of
But
stuff
I
has
think-
changed with Art of War since I started doing the air selection anyways.
Yeah,
So
okay.
it's a mix
So
of the
we
old and
can-
new system, but also it's based on the old events anyways. So...
Yeah, so the worst thing that can happen is... Okay, so what needs to happen now is we need to base branch onto master. Then we can merge it back into master.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
So the question is, would it will my changes to story to the progressive XML events override the master ones, or is it the other way around? I always forget rebasing.
I'm going to just make a copy of that folder,
Okay.
and then it won't matter. Well, are you talking about the XML or the Lewis side of it?
The XML side.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to make a copy of that folder, paste it right there, problem solved.
Okay, so there's the full progressive empire. I am just going to take the master one. Yeah, let's do this. Let's ignore my changes.
I'm not sure if Bob had some other changes that he hadn't pushed into, like especially AI changes that he hadn't pushed into master yet.
Rebase failed.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I need to just ignore all my XML changes, I think. What? Skip commit? Okay, whatever. Rebase failed. What is it now? Skip commit. Skip commit. I have no idea what's gonna end up here. Okay, I am going to take the master event again. Oh god.
What did you break?
I don't know. I just have the suspicion that it's gonna be horrible.
What if we take the folders that we know we need?
No, wait, what?
What did you do?
Oh, wait, so I'm currently rebasing onto master, but my master branch is 82 commits behind.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That is several commits. Can confirm. So I'm just going to go through the Art of War era starts and look at all of them.
Aren't testers great?
System control achieved.
So this is era 5.
System control achieved.
I need to rebase more often when I work on separate stuff.
Mission log updated.
Okay, let's check the planet counts in era 4. Wait, no, 5. But 4. I thought I started in 5. Why is Pelion talking? Art of War, set era, 5. Empire, not CSA.
Looks like Era 5 Heroes.
Yeah, but it went back to era 4.
Yeah.
Okay, era 1.
Planetary control achieved.
That's correct. I know era 2 doesn't have the right heroes, but that's not supposed to. Era 5. Is it gonna go back to era 4?
System
Yeah, it went.
control
What the
achieved.
fuck? What's making it get set to. Something is getting. Oh, I think I know.
Mission log updated.
Because it spawns through all the heroes and it removes some of them. So it's like, oh, Palpatine got removed, so let's go back to era 4. Or Karnor did.
Huh.
So I'll just
Yeah,
need
that
to put
kinda
a
makes
timer on
sense.
those events. That's easier. We need to do an era reversion mechanic, where once you're in era 5, you can push back through the eras. Alright, that's easy enough.
Okay,
Alright.
so I can probably merge this back. You want me to?
Alright, so before this breaks everything, I think we're going to end the stream here. We might be doing some crying right after, so thanks for watching, everyone. We will be back next Monday with hopefully a more smooth Monday Night Modding, but it's never going to be a smooth Monday Night Modding unless I'm doing like art or something. But thanks for coming out, and I will see you next time. Bye.